welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. If you are new, you don't know who I am. My name is Jodie. I like to create beauty related content here on this channel. So if that's something you guys are interested in, make sure that you are subscribed and click the bell just so you're notified of every single time that I upload. So today's video is going to be a testing Revolution makeup in a way. So it's just going to be testing out some of their new products that they've brought out recently. I'm probably just going to use a full face of Rev. But basically, Rev have brought out a bunch of new like base products. So we've got contours, highlights, foundation, all that kind of fun stuff. And so I thought I'd just do a video where I'm going to show you guys what my thoughts are. I don't know if this is necessarily going to be a wear test. I'm probably going to wear the foundation for a couple of hours. So I'll probably do a check-in after that, just because I know whether a foundation is going to stay nice after about 10 minutes. So the L'Oreal foundation that I say I love and I put in my favourites video, I realised after a few hours that foundation is awful. It is good for Instagram pictures and like stuff, but after that it has no longevity on me. It just looks awful. So I will know pretty quickly whether this foundation is going to do the same or not. The foundation I'm on about is the new Revolution IRL Filter foundation. So Naughty Superdrug have had this out for a little while and it actually only launched today. Now I'm hoping this is the day that you're watching this. If not, this video will be up tomorrow, which is just the day after it's launched. But let's read a little bit about this. So it says on the bottle that it is a 16-hour wear, breathable, in real life soft matte foundation. I got mine in F2, which is my standard Revolution shade. It's what I wear in Conceal and Glow, Conceal and Hydrate, all of them. It tends to be a pretty good match for me. So that's why I got F2. I think F2 is meant to be like pinky tones, which I tend to just go neutral because I'm very pink on my face, but I feel like I'm quite neutral everywhere else. I'm also just gonna... Oh well, I said I was going to do all Revolution base. I'm not. I'm going to do my normal primer. Everything else will be Revolution though, because I tend to use mostly Revolution anyway. Yeah, the only thing that probably isn't going to be Rev in this video is going to be my primer. So I'm going to be using the NYX Marshmallow Primer. You guys will know if you watch me regularly, this is my absolute favourite primer. So I just feel like it's only right that I use that one. And then I'm also going to use the Makeup Obsession Pore Perfecting Primer over my nose, because I don't have any of the NYX one. Which is one that I would normally use over my nose. I am a 2 primer gal, it's just what I like. So I'm going to quickly pop these on. Okay, so I've got those primers on now. They have left a bit of a white cast. It's just what happens. So let's pump this foundation out. For anybody that's interested as well, this is actually a 23mm foundation. I think that's a Revolution standard size. They're all 23mm. So for anybody that's interested, this one's Conceal and Glow. Oh, okay. I did already pump this yesterday. Right, that was 1 pump. I am just going to do 2 as a standard, because I feel like 2 is probably best. Also to know, I am a sponge person. I'm not going to try and do half my face with a brush, because that's just not how I would do it. So I'm going to use a sponge. 2 seconds. I have a clean sponge here. It was clean the other day. It's not been used yet. So I am going to dip my sponge in. Must say it smells like all the other foundations. Yeah. Okay. This looks dark. Feels like it looks dark in person. It feels weird not having done my eyebrows. On first impressions, so this is just like half my face done. Remove all the baby hairs. On first impressions, it is, some foundations do this, some don't. It's gone funny around my nose area. just here. Now I am in natural lighting, so the camera is probably picking it up. You can also still see, so I have natural freckles around my eyes. You can still see all the freckles around my eyes, like they're not disappearing. It doesn't say whether it's meant to be like, zoom me back out. It doesn't say whether it's meant to be like a full coverage or a medium coverage, so I'm just gonna look on the Revolution website just to see if it tells us whether it's meant to be like full coverage. I know it says it's meant to be like breathable, so I guess it's meant to look like your skin but like with a filter on it. That's the whole point of it. But obviously this is going to tell us more. So it actually has niacinamide in it, which is like, it helps with balancing out even skin. And you can definitely tell like the redness of my cheeks. You can't see it on this side, I will give it that. It definitely has covered that, but I wouldn't say this is a full coverage concealer. I would definitely say it is a matte foundation. It is definitely mattifying. Like, you can see the glow because I put on the marshmallow primer, which I feel like does give my skin like a glow. Medium to full buildable. This one comes in 30 shades, which is less than like Conceal and Define. So I'm using what's left on my hand to see if I can stretch it to do the last of my face. Then I think I might do another pump to see if we can get it a bit more buildable. I'd definitely say it is more on like the medium side. It's definitely not full coverage because you can still see my freckles. But it did cover the redness, so it is doing its job of like filtering my face, I guess. I guess if I'd actually not put it on my sponge and put it straight on my face, the 2 pumps probably would have done my full face a bit more evenly. I do feel like there is more on this side, but that's just me that's done that. It is dry. I can tell it is on the drier side, but my face isn't, it's not hating it. Normally with foundations that I try for the first time, my face hates them, and you can tell. Right, so that is like another pump. It was like 2 half pumps because I'm an idiot. Let's go in again and see how buildable it is. Is it oxidising? No. I find red foundations don't really oxidise. I don't know if that's just my experience, but I just find they don't. Okay, I'm definitely going to agree that it is buildable, because it is covering my freckles a lot more with this extra pump on. Do I personally feel like I need the extra pump? No, I probably would have just left it and then used concealer, but for the sake of this video and the fact that it said it was buildable, I did actually want to build it. I'm just going to put the last bit around the bottom of my face just to blend. I think this is a pretty good colour match for me, which I did suspect it would be because I would normally go for this shade. Right, so I don't have a new concealer to test, but obviously I'm going to put concealer on to show you guys. Okay, I'm going to blend this in with my sponge. I have just got to powder out and then realise I'm using cream products next, so concealer's going over this absolutely fine. It's not lifting or anything. It's just adding that little bit of lightness, I guess, because it is a lighter shade. There are some days where I think if I'd put this much foundation on, I probably wouldn't have even put concealer on today, just because I don't feel like my face needs it today, but for the sake of like just making sure that it does blend over it and stuff, I did put some on today. Also, I did have like this dark spot here, and you can't see it now. I'm looking a little bit ghostly, I feel like. We will sort that out. It's because I'm like so 2D right now, but you know. Okay, what I like to do personally is pop a tiny bit of powder just under my eyes so that they don't crease as much. I'm not going to do it on my cheeks. I'm going to take the Revolution Pro, no, I'm going to take the I Heart Revolution, sorry, peach powder for this. This is personally the powder I prefer. So, from like I Heart and stuff. I know people love the coconut one, but I just find that one leaves a cast. And I don't need to be any paler today. So I'm going to just take this one, which is probably going to make my under eyes look dark. Because I do feel like it carries a tiny dark cast. But I'm going to just take it around my nose as well. Because these are the places where my makeup starts to come off first. Right, that's all I'm setting. I want to show you guys what my skin looks like. Let's see. You can see it is a little bit textured, like, that's just, oh, my skin in general. But can you still see all the freckles, that's the word. But overall, it is sitting quite nicely on the skin. I'm not mad. I'm really not mad about this. Okay, so now we have a couple of bronzing and highlighting products that I really want to try out, and I'm also going to show you guys my favourite blushes, obviously from the same range. So I'm going to do one side of my face with this, which is the Ultra Cream Bronzer in Light, if I can get it open. I'm really struggling to get this packaging open. There we go. So this is what it looks like. This is currently £6 and it is new. They have quite a few shades. They go really dark, which is really nice to see. And then I also have the Super Dewy Liquid Bronzer in Fair to Light. And these retail for £5. So I'm going to do one side with one and one side with the other. So I'm going to do this one first. I'm going to take my Peaches and Cream PC29 brush and I'm going to dip it in. I don't know how much to dip in. Like, I've literally, you guys can kind of see, I've not like dug my brush in it or anything because I'm kind of scared at how pigmented this is going to be. Yeah. Okay. Wow. I'm someone that likes to blend out with a sponge, so I'm going to take the same sponge I've been using and hope that this blends out. No, it is. Oh, that is nice, you know. I did it all across my forehead just because I don't want my forehead to look like two different colours if they do come out two different colours. You know what? I'm not mad at that. That is nice. That is really nice. Okay. I'm impressed with that. Now when I use the blushes of these, I tend to put some on the back of my hand and then dip my beauty blender in. I don't know if that's the best way to do this because my beauty blender probably, it's going to disperse it weirdly, so I'm gonna do that. Probably not enough, and I've probably not put it in the same place that I put the other one. I feel like I'm just going to take the brush and just like disperse it out a tiny bit with the brush and then go in with the sponge like I normally would and then like blend it out with the sponge. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, I need a tiny bit more. I feel like I need some like here. That blends out so nicely. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, let's just put the clip in my hair because it's in the way. That is so nice. You know what? I like both of those. I feel like this one is a bit stronger. I think I've just put a bit more on. But this blends out so nice. I feel like they both blend out really well actually. The colours are pretty much, I want to say they're the same really. I feel like you don't need both, you get one or the other. I definitely think this one's stronger, but it might be because I like to put it on with a brush first and stuff. But very happy. Okay, so if you watch me on the regular, you will know that my favourite blushes are the Super Dewy blushes, and I literally have not all the shades but nearly all of them. So I think I'm going to go in with this one, which is Flushing For You. I thought I might as well show you guys how these blend out as well, and then obviously we have the highlighter as well. So I'm just going to use the same one on both sides. I'll just show you how I personally use them. So what I like to do is do like two, there looks like there's three there because it's spat out, but I normally do like two little blobs on the back of my hand, take the bottom of my beauty blender as you can see, pounce it in. Sometimes I do it a bit further apart because two pumps normally does like one pump each side of the face, but you know, not today. And then I will pounce it into the skin like so, which is why I didn't want to do it like this for the bronzer, because I thought the beauty blender isn't going to put it like necessarily in a great place. It does look intense. It is intense. It's a lot actually. It looks worse on camera than it does in real life, I promise. It doesn't look as blocky. In real life it looks a lot nicer. Oh dear, it's fine. I feel like the camera always makes everything look worse. There we go. So that's how it looks. And then let's go in with the liquid versions of stuff, and then I'm going to go in with powder versions of everything. So again, we've got two to try, but these are going to look so different, I've just thought. So I have the Bright Light highlighter in Champagne, I think, or Strobe Champagne with Quartz, it says. Which is this one, which I feel like these are like the dupes for the Charlotte Tilbury. I still can't get the shade of the one that's the dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury because it's sold out everywhere. And then I have this Super Dewy liquid highlighter in Pink Lights, which I have a feeling is going to be too dark for me, but we're going to give it a go anyway. So this, I've put a little dot on. I don't know how best to apply this, to be honest. I'd say a brush, but I wouldn't use, okay. I'm gonna use the beauty blender because I just can't help myself. I've like pinched the bottom of it, and we're gonna, there is a cast there, there's a really big cast there. Look at that, oh look at the cast. Okay. This is what we're working with. See that shine though? I mean, there's a cast in real life, but it's not as dramatic as this cast. I'm telling you. It looks like I've been punched in the cheek. The cast in real life isn't as bad, but there is a cast, and I knew there would be because it is. The shades for the highlighters are really dodgy, I'm sorry. Please Revolution, can you bring out a lighter one, because I might have to give this to like Carly or someone, because I don't even think I can get away with that. I'm going to try this one over the top. Well, I'm going to try it on the other side. Look at that. I don't even know how's best to apply it. Oh, that is beautiful. Dot it on this side as well. I think these are £8. That's worth it in my opinion. That is beautiful. Ooh, I like that one. And actually, I could probably mix them. Right, let's go back to the foundation before I put powder on. In terms of all the liquid stuff, it's gone on really well over the top of this foundation. I have no issues whatsoever. Let's put some powder products on. Right, I thought I'd go in with some powder products. I'm just going to show you guys what I use. It's all Revolution and it is what I'd normally use anyway. So, favourite powder bronzer is Rev Glow. Love this stuff. Wrong brush. Get the right brush in a minute. And obviously because it's like Revolution, I feel like the colours are going to be really good. And I definitely feel like these, I mean, you could probably just leave them, but I do feel like they just needed like a bit of powder over the top just to define them a little bit more. So, and I also do my eyebrows on. Gonna go in with my favourite blusher. This one is Ballerina. I absolutely love this colour. I have so many of these. These are the Rev Reloaded blushers. Ballerina is my favourite. They're so nice, like literally. Just pop that on everywhere. And then for highlighter, powder highlighter, I'm going to just take the Soph palette. This one is Sugar Frosting. And I don't normally use a brush, but we'll use a brush. No, I do normally use a brush. I normally use like a really tiny brush, but I think it needs, I think it had like blue on it, so it needs a wash. Basically, I need to do a brushes wash. And if that's just reminded you to do a wash your brushes, people. Because I hate doing it. There we go. So I feel like that's all come together really nicely. I'm just going to go back over with my sponge just to press everything in. I just like to do this because I do feel like it makes a difference. I'm not someone that contours my nose just because my nose is big enough as it is. I don't feel like I need to make it slender or anything. It's not the kind of cosmetic surgery I need on my nose. Not that I would ever get rhinoplasty, it freaks me out, but you know what I mean. Gonna go in with lips, and I have two of the new lip kits to try. I'm gonna try Brunch. I did also get, I was gonna call it Stripper, it's not, it's called Stunner. Might pop this one in on the middle of my lips. But I saw my girl Liz use these, and Revolution was on 3 for 2, so I grabbed them. They come with a lipstick, well, a liquid lipstick and a lip liner, and they're £6 a lip kit. How affordable is that? So I'm going to pop on the lip liner first, obviously. I love how like full circle Rev have come, because I still have their original lip liners, which do not feel as nice as these ones. I'm going to say though, this colour, we're not really matching the box. So I'm going to show you. That's the lip liner colour. This, yeah, don't think it's like that spot on. We'll give the liquid lipstick a go now. I'm intrigued by this. I still own their original lip kits. I'll give credit where credit's due. It is a different colour. Did I hope that this was going to be darker? Yes. I feel like it's a little bit on the bright side. Smells amazing. Again, I'll just swatch this for you. So that's the colour we've got in the middle. Not bad. What I'm going to do is so this is like the finished look. I'll add some mascara on, but other than that I'm not going to do anything with my eyes today, just because I want this video to be about the skin. I'm going to say I loved everything apart from the shade of the highlighter, of the Super Dewy highlighter. Such a shame, because the formula is gorgeous. Like, it was so blinding, but the colour wasn't right. Other than that, I loved everything. So far, everything looks gorgeous on the skin. It definitely does. I feel like it does look like I've got a filter on. I will give it credit where it's due in terms of like the name and stuff. Do I think it's going to be 16 hours? No, I don't think it is going to last 16 hours. But we will see. I'm not going to leave it on for 16 hours. That's ridiculous. I am going to leave it on while I eat though. So I feel like that's going to be a good test. Because like I said, if in like half an hour's time, if my face is looking like it does with the L'Oreal one, I'm going to know that this is just going to be like a content foundation only. Basically just when I'm doing Instagram and I'm taking a picture and then taking it straight off again. That will be what the foundation will be used for. But we're going to see. We're going to see. I'm going to come back to you guys in a little while. We're looking, I'd say, really nice right now. This, I'm very happy. But we'll see. Okay. We're back. It's about an hour later. Maybe an hour and a half. I want to say. About an hour and a half. So I've eaten. I've drank. I've had a chill. It is like the hottest day of the year right now, which it's only about 18 degrees. It's not really that warm inside my house, to be fair. I do have a couple of things to say about the foundation now that it's, I've had it on about 2 hours now from when I first applied it. That is, it doesn't look that different from when I left it an hour and a half ago. Do I think it's going to last on my skin? Personally, no. I don't think it's a foundation that I could go out to work in and come back and it still be looking like it did when I left in the morning. And the reason that it makes me think that is because my chin is going how my whole face goes with the L'Oreal one after like half an hour. So I don't think it's as bad as the L'Oreal one. I don't know if it's matte foundations on my skin that do this, because the L'Oreal one is a matte foundation as well, where it goes how my chin goes. Now whether you're going to be able to see it on camera, I don't know. Can you see how it's like breaking up a little bit on my chin? That's how the L'Oreal one goes all across my face. And it's only been 2 hours. So I do feel like I can get longer out of this one. Like, obviously the rest of my face is fine. I don't know if it's just that I need to powder more, maybe. Because obviously I only powdered like under my eyes. Sorry, I keep playing with my hair. Obviously I only powdered under my eyes and kind of around my nose. I didn't really powder my chin. Around my nose is also where it starting to look a little bit like it's like it's separating a little bit. Under my eyes looks fine. My under eyes crease regardless. And they're looking like they normally would. They don't look like they're separating or anything like that. So yeah, I think if I kept this on for longer, I don't know how long I could last in it. It definitely isn't going to last as long as like Conceal and Define does on me, but I still like the finish of it right now. Like, I bet if I powdered and things, I could keep it going, if you know what I mean. I also need to state that whenever I first wear a foundation, my skin hates it normally. The fact that this has gone on so nicely and I've managed to put new products on top of that as well is really, really good, because honestly I have to try foundation a few times before my face will like it and will let it like settle nicely and stuff. But this one has done that straight away, which I find so bizarre, because I normally really doesn't do that. Like even with Conceal and Define, Conceal and Glow, like I love those foundations, but when I first tried them my skin looked awful in them. My skin isn't doing that with this one. I definitely like the whole you've got a filter on type look, which is what this foundation is meant for. It has creased into my lines here that I have. I mean, overall I'm still happy with it. I think it still looks nice. I'm happy with everything. I never put mascara on the end. But But yeah, no, I'm literally happy with the whole thing. If you guys really do want like a proper wear test, please let me know and I will do one where I do wear it all day. I know I've only had this one on a few hours, but I did just want to see how my face initially reacted to it, because like I said, with other foundations they only last like half an hour on my skin, and then for some reason they do this weird like separating thing on me, and it does tend to be like matte foundations that do that, which this one is on the more matte side, like it's a soft matte finish, so I didn't know how my skin was going to take that. I would try and show you what I look like, but oh, there you go. So you can like see the texture of my chin, and where it's like not gone greatly around my nose, but like quite a few foundations do that to my nose, to be honest. My forehead's looking right. I mean, you can see my texture a little bit when you're close up, but I think for like photos and things it does look like I have a filter on. Like my skin is very like filtered. I just don't know how to explain it. I do think it does what it says. It's a bit of a stretch. I don't feel like this foundation is going to last 16 hours on a lot of people. I do agree that it is buildable. I do agree that it is a medium coverage. I agree with the filter part of it. I just don't agree with the longevity. I just don't think it's going to last 16 hours. But yeah, I'm really happy with that. And I think if you are looking for like a lighter weight foundation that is going to give you that soothing, like smooth effect, I definitely think this is one to try out. Like £10, and like places like Rev itself and Superdrug are on 3 for 2 right now, so you can even get it on 3 for 2. I would definitely recommend it. The contours, I would recommend either of them. I think this one is more buildable and is a little bit more subtle, so if you prefer that, maybe go for this one. But if you're liking like a stronger contour slash bronze, maybe go for the cream. I really like both, to be honest, so I'm really happy with those. In terms of the highlighters, if you're darker, definitely try the Super Dewy ones. I don't think any of the Super Dewy ones are going to be my shade, if I'm being completely honest with you, which is just a shame because it was blinding and it built really nicely on the skin. It blended really nicely, but unfortunately it's just not my shade. This one, on the other hand, it did all of the above, but it has like sat nicely on the skin. It is my colour. I really want more of these now, actually, because they are so nice. Definitely going to be a go-to for me. Probably going to be in a favourites coming soon. I know these aren't new, but I did like show you me testing them. I absolutely love the brushes. 100% grab them. In terms of the lip kit, the liner is still there, and most of the liquid lip is there still as well. It has come off. I ate and drank. It has come off slightly, but not as much as I thought it would, actually, and I'm quite impressed with that. Not something you'd have to top up too often throughout the day, but you definitely would have to top it up after you've eaten. I think if you were, yeah, I'd say definitely still top it up after you've eaten, but you don't necessarily have to. Like I said, it is still there. I feel like that's everything I tested out today. I'm really impressed. Revolution have definitely upped their game. They're definitely like on the ball at the minute. I'm really impressed. If you guys want any more videos on anything, like further videos, more videos, just let me know and I will do that for you guys. But yeah, make sure that you give me a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, because I think 60% of you are not subscribed to my channel, so please make sure you are. If you want more Rev content or just makeup content in general, make sure that you're subscribed and keep a lookout on my Instagram and TikTok for other videos over there, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.